If you have a hard time focusing on your prayer, I just might have the solution for you. But first, Allah says, "So woe to those who pray but who are heedless of their prayer." If you are lacking attention, or if you're thinking about anything other than the prayer itself, your prayer might not even be accepted, which is why it's so important to fix this issue as soon as possible. You can do this by mentally organizing your prayer. For example, let's say you're praying Dhuhr or Asr. In your first rakat after Surah Fatiha, you recite Surah An-Nas because its verses are about seeking protection against the evil whispers of Shaitan, because it is Shaitan who distracts us to begin with. In your second rakat after Surah Fatiha, you recite Surah Al-Falaq because its verses are about evil eye and we want to be protected from the evil effects around us. In the third rakat after Surah Fatiha, you recite Surah Al-Ikhlas because its verses are all about glorifying Allah and the oneness of Allah, and you want to acknowledge who you're praying to. In the fourth rakat after Surah Fatiha, you recite Surah An-Nasr because its verses are about asking for forgiveness, and we want to be cleansed and forgiven before we end our prayer. And that's it. These are just some examples of how you would organize your surahs for each rakat. You can recite any surah you like, but just be mindful of why you selected it and what it's about. You can even match the surah to the salah. For the Asr prayer, you can recite Surah Al-Asr. For the Duha prayer, you can recite Surah Duha. Praying like this will inshallah help us to be more mindful of what we are reciting, and in return help us to focus on the prayer. Tell me in the comments if you try this or if you already do this.